What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and I'm doing a reaction to Arslan Ash's tier list. And just at a quick glance I would say that yeah, everything's wrong. Nah. But who do you listen to? Someone who plays rank battle all the time, or a very extremely accomplished tournament player? No. So Arslan Ash is arguably the greatest Tekken player currently breathing, you know, in the world. He is, I think right now it's either him or Ni or Shikurin. We have a Tekken World Tour coming up, and you know, if you're a betting man, it's probably gonna be one of those. But you know, fingers crossed. I'm hoping for really cool sets, underdogs doing well. It's gonna be awesome. But so well, this could be the greatest Tekken player of all time here, giving us his tier list, and it's very, very interesting. On a whole, I agree. Again, I'm nowhere even, I'm 1% of his skill level, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But it's still so fun critiquing tier lists, because in the end, it's almost like who is correct, and can you be correct when it comes to a game as complicated as Tekken? But we can't say for sure that certain characters are stronger than others. Like Kuma is not as strong as Devil Jin. I mean, that is a fact. You know, the damage and frames, Kuma can't really compete with that. But so let's take it one character at a time. In SS, above everyone else, he puts the 2D. The two evil horsemen of 2D. Eliza is not included there, that's not shocking. Akuma, you can very well argue he's the best in the game. Gigas, you could very well argue he's the best in the game. I don't think this one needs to be explained. Breaks every rule in the game with invincibility, broken ass jumps, demon flips, launches from 10 frames, craziest tech traps with walls, or even in the open. Has a 50-50 that launches. It's an unseeable 50-50 that launches, where the low option is +7 on block. It's like everything you thought about Tekken, it just goes out the door with Akuma. What a monster. And then we have, but again, very difficult. It's not like Fakum Ram, right? Where you just press buttons and you win. Geese Howard also, you could argue he's #1. A lot of people underrate him compared to Akuma, but the thing here is that he works so well as a Tekken character. Remove meter from him and Akuma goes, duh. Remove meter from Geese, he says, and he starts doing sidestep 3, counter hit launcher, down for 2 counter hit launcher, standing 4, insane jab into specials. His down for 1 is insane. His combos are insane. His parry is fucking insane. But yeah, give him meter and suddenly touch of death, basically. You know, he parries a mid and you die. That's fair. Both of these are absolutely crazy. I don't know if I agree that they are in a tier of their own when you have Devil Jin, Fakum Ram, blah, 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 Lydia. But, you know, you could definitely say they are the 2 best. So there's nothing to disagree with here. And then we get into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Top 12 here. So here we have 10 characters in S. I believe he said that these are in order, so he like considers Feng Wei top 3. This is a little bit surprising to me, but oh well, we see him a lot in tournaments. He's very popular now after a couple of buffs, and it's like people have rediscovered Feng Wei in a way. That sounds great. My god, the poetry when I talk. They've discovered Feng Wei in a way. Why do I laugh at this? But Feng Wei was quite popular in Season 1, and then he kind of fell off. He fell off. But now, after a couple of buffs, everyone's like, oh, he's got like... I don't know if I would put him in top 3, though. But he has an answer for every situation. Great damage. I mean, evasiveness, poking. He has the best lows in the game. Evasiveness, some of the best in the game. Poking overall, some of the best in the game. incredible launchers, incredible 50-50, incredible wall game, insane frames. And yeah, they fixed his combos. He has super good combos now as well. I guess maybe you could say he's top 3, but Devil Jin... I mean, Devil Jin's right next to him. Julia is right next to him, so I can't disagree with this. I mean, these are the monsters I would think of. And Lydia, Fakum Ram, Steve... Remember, Steve is dead! After Season 3, and then after Season 4, Steve is dead! Hira Malik on his knees. No, please, Bob, I'm go buff Steve. And it's like, yeah, oh, he's so bad. Just do back 1. Oh, you won the match. Yeah, he's dead. But of course, again, I'm joking. Steve is very hard to play, but he's still great. Zafina busted movement. Tekken 5 movement in Tekken 7. Overpowered movement. Absolutely overpowered. And then everything else is great. Again, insane evasiveness, poking, frames, launchers. Dear Lord, what is she even bad at? She's a bit unsafe sometimes. With those long-ass reach lows. Combo damage is maybe not super duper high. Her punishment is supposed to be bad. Oh, she has a 16 frame down for it too. That should be noted. But with that movement, it's like if she had seriously, if she had amazing punishment, why would she even be here on this list, right? She also has insane movement, poking, but very good punishment then compared to Zafina, right? Okay, and Paul is here. Oh, he pretty much makes the top 10. He exactly makes the top 10. I can't disagree. Jin, I would place him higher. Perfect character, flawless. Has some range problems once in a while, but that's it. Alyssa, I'm kind of surprised to see Alyssa so high. So high. She's very strong, solid. But power creep has hurt her. Bad combos, low damage, and her poking has pretty low damage. I would say that's power crept enough to not be that high. But you could argue it. I mean, Master Raven surprises me. I always see people put her very high, but I don't understand why. People never gonna give an explanation on this character. They always just say, she's very strong. And I get it. She has insane keep out, some of the best combo damage, insane combos overall, disgusting 50-50s from any situation where she launches you. But she's very unsafe. Very unsafe, in my opinion. And her poking doesn't strike me as exceptional. And does she even have a 15-frame launcher? So, I would love to hear an explanation on this, because he's not the only one to rate her high. But, I mean, with that damage all around, maybe you could say she's A. Yeah, 16 frames for standing launch, and 14 for crouching, I think, while standing 1. But I don't know. Seems quite unsafe to me, but a lot of people do really well with her. Law, a character that, due to the average Law player, never strikes you as exceptional, but with amazing execution. Like when someone like Gosain does 11 frame while standing for counter hit into DSS 3-4-4 launch into 4 up free, 4 free legend kick for 80 damage or 85. That's when you go like, you know, but that's someone who has like unbelievable dedication to the character and execution. Law is probably tends to be very underrated, but yeah, always should be pretty high on a tier list, but unbelievably difficult. They are so rare, like the God Laws, so rare. Marduk, I don't know if I placed him in top 10 in my latest tier list or right outside, but I agree. Claudio is very solid all around. Lacks a little bit in poking, not lows, but mid pokes. I don't know if I would put it here, but very solid. This is the first one where I'm like, what? I'm a little bit surprised. But maybe Leo is that underrated because we so rarely see Leo players. Ayo Richie is blowing everyone up right now with his character. And there is a Pakistani Leo as well that is super strong. Sheik? What's his name? He's very strong. I'm just surprised. I don't know. Combos seem pretty lackluster. Zarnab. Thank you. Combos seem a bit lackluster. She seems quite linear. A lot of key moves are quite steppable. But yeah, I guess homing Hell Sweep with good reach has to count for something. Good stance mix-ups. Down for 2 is amazing. But pretty weak down for 1, right? But oh well, you know, he knows more than I do. Brian, I agree. Negan, often underrated. Very solid character in the right hands. Lee is a bit underrated on this list, in my opinion. I would put him here, but that's me. Leroy is very low. Leroy is all the way here. And this is where King J would put him. He famously says, you know, Leroy is top 20. So, I mean, Arslan would agree here. I think Leroy is much stronger than that. I think he's top 10. But he has fallen off quite a bit in tournaments. He's not seen a lot. I guess, do you know why you don't see Leroy? It's because all of these tier whores go, well, he's now the light version of these two. These guys are more OP. Leroy is probably around here, I would say. But it's like, well, these two are Leroy. It's the same character, pretty much. It's actually interesting. You'd be surprised how much all of these three are the same character. They've used the same blueprint and then changed it a little bit. But they all have the same answers for almost every situation. And an answer for every situation. It really is like the blueprint modern Tekken character. Where it's like, a Tekken character is supposed to have this. And I'm like, well, remember the good old days when they dropped characters like Marduk? Hey, Veil Tudo stance, tackle mix-ups. King, grappler with 200 throws. Xiaoyu, Art of Phoenix. Steve, he has only punches, no kicks. 3 and 4 button, he sways. Horang, he lifts his right leg and now he has 100 attacks in this flamingo stance. They used to be so creative, right? But it just doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. But I think Leroy is up here, in my opinion. He still has an answer for every situation. His parries are dumb as fuck. His hermit stance is dumb as fuck. His pimp cane is dumb as fuck. His 50-50s, there's nothing you can do. Homing Hell Sweep with great reach. His combos do a lot of damage. Yeah, best lows in the game. Some of the best counter hits in the game. 10 frame. His back one is what? 11 frames. His 12 frame counter hit mid launcher. Back one +2. This character is absolutely disgusting. And the reason you don't see him in tournaments is he's still a god, but he's been nerfed more than these two. So goodbye, Leroy. Hello, Fakumram, my new friend. Hello, Lydia. I'd like to be your friend. That's what happened. King, super strong. Kazuya is top 20. I wouldn't disagree with someone putting Kazuya over here. Like, Kazuya is very strong. You just have to be super good as a player. But that goes for a lot of these characters. Let's see. And then we have B. Kuni, this just blows my mind. I put her in top 10. I don't know. This just absolutely blows my mind. I don't understand this at all. So, again, some of the best movement in the game. Batshit crazy, combined with a great down for 2 with great reach. Best power crush in the game. Dashes in your face in 1 second with set stance, where she has a safe counter hit launching mid and a sweep to mix up from. Can go into full crouch with a disgusting 50-50 with a sweep but has way too much reach. Her 2-2 is one of the best buttons in the game, has a million mix-ups to it. Great combos, great punishment, right? Her kunai is super cheap. Basically free mix-ups on wake up. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. Crazy mix-ups. Unblockable, traps, bullshit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. This perplexes me. And right next to Lily as well. In my opinion, this character is much, much stronger than Lily. Lily has come up quite a bit with recent buffs to like forward 4. Down 1-2 is a natural into back turned. Forward 3 is now a counter hit launcher. I mean, some quality stuff, but these are not, to me, and again, this is God Arslan who's made this list, but I just don't fucking get it. This character should be way up here. What? Wait. Kuni, Lily, Yoshi. So, I'm confused. So, Kuni and Yoshi are like the same power level. I don't know. To me, this is like super Yoshi and easier to play. He has like no damage. He has very gimmicky bullshit setups, but if you go against someone who doesn't fall for that shit... He says online players are the ones who view Kuni high. But come on, a lot of tournament players view her really high as well. I mean, her mix-ups work in an offline environment as well. But oh well, I mean, he is 50 times better than me. But I'm just so confused seeing someone who has no frames and no damage and gimmicks, flowcharts, setups next to this. I mean, tournament results. I mean, compare tournament results, Yoshi versus Kuni. But yeah, it's, you know, he's the god, not me. Eliza, solid. Miguel's very solid. Jack, Anakin, say no more. Dragonov is here. Oh. Kazumi is a bit low, I think. I mean, she's been nerfed a lot, but... Yoshi ahead of Kazumi. Okay. Asuka. Katarina is kind of crap. Xiaoyu is low, man, I feel. Hwoarang is low. Hwoarang is really solid. Hwoarang is really all-round now. And insane 50-50s. And keep out. And pressure. I mean, everyone knows he has crazy pressure. Hwoarang is a bit low here. How the fuck is Yoshi better than Hwoarang? But so many questions. I guess we're all in B, yeah. Shaheen seems a bit low. Nina, Bob. Bob is also very good. Ganyu is so low. Noctis is low as well. Eddie sucks. Eddie should be... He's the worst character in the game, in my opinion. Lars. Armor King. There's quite a few characters here I would put Armor King above, in my opinion. Also, in bottom trash tier, we have Josie. I'm kind of surprised we don't see her at all, but is she that crap? It's a character that only works out if your opponent helps you a little bit. It's all about counter hits. It's like a worse Steve. It's like, please press now. I do my string. Plop, plop. stance, Muay Thai stance or whatever, please press a button so I get my counter hit. And if people don't press, she's a sad, sad lady. But she has insane counter hit utility. A bit surprised. That is not a trash tier character. And here we have Chloe. Chloe's pretty sad. Chloe's pretty trash. Could agree with that. Trash. Gigas. Famously, a lot of people like to say Gigas is the worst character in the game. I don't see it at all. Not with that jab. Not with that 1-2. Not with that down forward 1. Not with that down 2. Like, his basic tools are insane. And again, granted, he has a huge hitbox. He has no movement. But I think his tournament record speaks for itself. He's done well in Japan. Or in Korea. I think he's done well, Dotoring. And then the Emperor has done really well with the character as well. That's a Swedish Gigas at European events. And you might laugh at that, but that character works. There's a lot of characters here who have no success, like, anywhere, right? Who doesn't do well? Oh no, wait, has reached a couple of grand finals, I think. Victim of Ritual, Mistress Storm. Yeah, I'm just saying, Gigas has more tournament merits than a lot of these characters. And it's due to being... you have no idea how good it is to have a 10-frame punish that wall splats, does a shit ton of damage, and that reaches twice as far as other 10-frame punishes. It's pretty fucking insane. So not a god tier by any means, but he's way better in my opinion than people usually credit him with. He should be here. He's like a mid tier in my opinion. Mid tier. Yeah. It's a very interesting tier list. And I mean, on a whole, there's just... Again, he's the god. I'm not. This is just my opinion for entertainment purposes. We discuss these characters. On a whole, I agree. But there are certain placements where I'm just like, what the fuck? But hopefully he makes a YouTube video where he explains all of this. It would be so much fun to listen to that. So much fun. Don't put her to C tier. This is not my list. I don't agree that she's C tier. But he did this live on Twitch with explanations. It's so great, Ducky, to hear this right now, because I asked for like half an hour before this recording. Does he have an explanation on YouTube? Is there an explanation anywhere? No, there's not. He just dropped this list to Twitter and said, it's my personal opinion, enjoy. You can see it here. There, it's my personal opinion, enjoy. So that's what I thought. There was no explanations. So here comes Ducky half an hour later. Oh, we record on Twitch? But thanks, Ducky. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that now, I guess. But I'm still posting this to YouTube. Was a good debate. Well, he's not here to defend himself. Not that he has to defend himself, for God's sakes. But, you know, fun to hear my point of view, I guess, on all of this. And everyone loves tier lists. And tier list conversations. I know I do. But so I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk a little bit. And I hope to see you all on the next video. Take care.